Okay, so this is the Smackdown, or SD Live, after SummerSlam, or SS. So SD Live SS. We begin with everyone in the ring, except for the important guys. Why? Because they did a backstage segment where Baron Corbin, Eric Rowan, and some other random people are in the locker room with Dolph Ziggler being like, AJ Styles says, yeah, I'm the face that runs the place. Gets into a little brawl with Dolph Ziggler. Alright. Those guys aren't in the ring. Because all of a sudden you realize, oh, it's just the women in the tag, which is the vast majority of the roster. And then you see two new belts. Women's belt. It is the same style of women's title with the red background, just it has a blue background. Simple, easy, I like it. It differentiates the two belts, but they look the same. Brilliant. So if you like the women's belt with the white and the red for the background of the emblem, this is the blue background for the emblem. So simple. The tag belts look horrible, but the current belts, which look like weird mangled pennies, look bad. Now they're silver on blue. So they're going to do a tag team tournament to decide who's going to become the champion. All right. The women will do a six-pack challenge match at Backlash. All right. That works. Heath Slater comes down and is like, hey, I want a shot at one of these titles. And Brian's like, you don't have the hardware for the women's division. And he's like, Brian, I'm not a girl. And I was like, give Heath all the titles. All of them. I was going to be like, what's wrong, Daniel? Not progressive enough? But they're like, fine. How about this? You find a tag team partner, you're in the tournament. Great. You want a contract, you gotta win the whole thing. AJ comes down, talking about how this is dumb, and we talk about what's going on with the title. And he's just coming down, he goes, no, I won't be your tag team partner. And I was like, Heath Slater asking AJ Styles, hey, who's your tag team partner? So we had vignettes of Heath asking people. The Miz one was pretty good, because Heath has great comedic timing, and Miz has really good timing too. So finds a tag team partner, Rhino. So we now have an 8-team tournament. Man, if only there was a team that just left Raw. If only there are these two guys. Really great legendary tag that just left Monday. So we got our first rounds of matchups for the tag team tournament. Usos Ascension. I need to tell you who won. American Alpha Breezango. I need to tell you who won. The American Alpha match, they dominate like 75% of the match. There's the occasional like burst of, and spinning heel kick. Alright. So maybe Breezango not look entirely like jokes, just severely outclassed. But two Olympic level athletes, makes sense. Ascension came out the blocks looking well against the Usos. Hot tag later, Usos win. Okay. For women's matches, Becky takes on Alexa Bliss. Nice sequence. Overall, really solid match. And the Disarmer. Cool. Carmella takes on Nikki. Come on, Nikki! Renee Young is interviewing Nikki in the ring. Carmella blasts her from behind because Nikki has to be a face. And then beats down on Nikki. So we have no match. Well, I'm glad they give the women like two storylines. The fact that there's always two matches and we only get to see one because something happens, it's kind of getting annoying. Just saying. Dolph Ziggler is going to take on AJ Styles. If AJ wins, it's a one-on-one shot. It's Dean Ambrose. Dolph Ziggler wins. It's a triple threat match. Alright. I think it works. Nice back and forth. There's some slop by Ziggler. I think he was trying to do too much amateur wrestling. And just was in bad positioning for a couple of moves. But really solid match beyond that. Some little spots here and there where I think they should communicate well. But styles clash later. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles take Dean Ambrose one-on-one. Cool. Dean showed up kind of late because, it's Mohegan Sun, so he was gambling. Orton shows up. There you go, staples in his head. Talks about losing to Lesnar. Bray Wyatt shows up. He's no longer wearing the hat, now he's got a hood. So when he's talking, he has this whole, like, Emperor Palpatine sort of thing, just with more shadow around him. Gimme he is a god. Orton's like, alright, I'm a legend killer. Gods are legendary, let's do this. And then, teleport later, no Bray. Alright. I can dig with that. I can dig that. That works. Those two will have a fantastic feud. And that was pretty much SmackDown. For 2 hours, it seems to go by really quickly. And there's really very little. Everything has a purpose. There's no just random filler bits to it. So, the tag titles look horrible. Women's title looks pretty good. And they're shaping up pretty well for Backlash in a couple of weeks.